Along with carbon, the element of hydrogen is also included in most organic compounds. The compounds formed from only carbon and hydrogen are called basic organic compounds. These are also called hydrocarbons. The electronic configuration of carbon is 2,4, that's it has 2 electrons in K shell and 4 electrons in L shell. If 4 electrons are added to the second orbit, that's L shell of carbon, its octet becomes complete and its electronic configuration becomes stable like that of the nearest inert gas neon, that's 2,8. Therefore, the valency of carbon is 4. However, this occurs by sharing of electron rather than a give and take of electrons. In other words, a carbon atom can form 4 covalent bonds with other carbon atoms or atoms of different elements. When a carbon atom shares 1 electron each with 4 hydrogen atoms and 4 CH bonds and it forms 4 CH bonds, a methane CH4 molecule is formed. We shall see now few properties of covalent compounds. They have low melting points and boiling points. Generally, they are insoluble in water, soluble in organic solvents. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. A carbon atom exhibits a characteristic property. It can form a chain of carbon atoms by forming covalent bonds with other carbon atoms. The hydrocarbons having only single bonds between carbon atoms are called saturated hydrocarbons. For example, methane, propane, butane. Some hydrocarbons have a multiple bond between two carbon atoms. A multiple bond can be a double bond or a triple bond. So, hydrocarbons having at least one multiple bond are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. For example, ethene, pentane, ethyne. Ethene and pentane has double bond, whereas ethyne has triple bond. Now children, you must have performed experiments in your lower classes. That's when carbon dioxide is exhaled through lime water, the lime water turns milky or cloudy white. Now why it's so? It's because carbon dioxide reacts with calcium hydroxide solution to produce a white precipitate of calcium carbonate. So lime water is a solution of calcium hydroxide. So when carbon dioxide is bubbled or exhaled through lime water, the lime water turns milky or cloudy white. Now we shall see occurrence of carbon dioxide. Molecular formulae of carbon dioxide is CO2, molecular mass 44 and melting point is minus 56.6 degrees Celsius. Carbon dioxide occurs in the air in the free state to the extent of about 0.03%. Exhaled air contains about 4% of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is present as a salt in chalk and Shahabad tiles, marble, limestone. Carbon dioxide is given out in the combustion of wood and the fossil fuel coal. Now we shall see some physical properties of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas is colorless. At low concentrations, the gas is odorless. At sufficiently high concentration, it has a sharp acidic odor. At standard temperature and pressure, the density is around 1.98 kg per cubic meter. about 1.53 times that of air. Melting point is 55.6 degrees Celsius. The chemical properties are: it is a linear covalent molecule. It is an acidic oxide and reacts with water to give carbonic acid. It reacts with alkali to give carbonate and bicarbonates. Now we shall see some uses of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is used to make aerated drinks. Now before you can see a picture of dry ice. Now what's the dry ice? Dry ice is common name for solid carbon dioxide. It gets this name because it does not melt into a liquid when heated. Instead, it changes directly into a gas, a process known as sublimation. It is used to deep freeze food and to keep ice creams cold. So, it's used in cold storage and also to keep milk and milk products and frozen substances cool during transport. It is also used for getting special effects of a mist in dramas and movies. Carbon dioxide obtained by chemical reaction or kept under pressure is used in fire extinguishers. Liquefied carbon dioxide is used to remove caffeine from coffee. Liquid carbon dioxide is used as a solvent in modern eco-friendly dry cleaning. Plants use carbon dioxide in air for photosynthesis. So these were few uses of carbon dioxide. Now we shall study about fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher contains sodium bicarbonate powder. There is also dilute sulfuric acid placed in a glass capsule. The capsule breaks on pressing the knob. The sulfuric acid comes in contact with the sodium bicarbonate and the two react chemically to release carbon dioxide which comes out. Now, carbon dioxide based fire extinguishers do not cause corrosion and are non-conductors of electricity. Therefore, these are used when electrical and electronic equipment catches fire. Carbon dioxide based fire extinguishers are used to extinguish small scale fire. It is beyond their capacity to extinguish a big fire. In modern fire extinguishers, liquid and solid carbon dioxide is filled under pressure. On reducing the pressure, it becomes gaseous and comes out forcefully through the horn like hose pipe. Nowadays, many types of fire extinguishers are used. Now we shall see methane, that is CH4 molecular formula. Molecular mass is 16. Methane occurs in natural gas to the extent of 87%. Decomposition of organic matter in the absence of air, that's anaerobic, produces methane. Methane is present in biogas. Methane is found in coal mines. Methane is found at the surface of marshy places, which is why it is also called marsh gas. On heating a mixture of hydrogen and carbon monoxide gases at 300 degrees Celsius in the process of a catalyst, nickel, methane gases form. Fractional distillation of natural gas gives methane in pure form. Next we shall see physical and chemical properties of methane. Melting point is minus 182.5 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is minus 161.5 degrees Celsius. It is a colorless gas. The density of liquid methane is less than that of water. Methane is sparingly soluble in water. It is highly soluble in organic solvent like gasoline, ether, and alcohol. It is in gaseous state at room temperature. Chemical properties is methane is highly inflammable. It burns by reacting with oxygen to give a bluish flame. In this reaction, 213 kilocalorie per molecule of heat is given out. Methane burns completely. Methane and chlorine gases react with each other at the room temperature of sorry, methane and chlorine gases, they react with each other at the temperature of 250 degrees Celsius to 400 degrees Celsius in the presence of ultraviolet light and form mainly methyl chloride and hydrogen chloride. And this reaction is called as chlorination of methane. Now we shall see some uses of methane. It's in the form of natural gas, is used in industries such as fabric mills, paper mills, food processing industries, petrol purification. Being the smallest hydrocarbon, the proportion of carbon dioxide released in the combustion of methane is small and therefore it is used as a domestic fuel. Methane is used for production of organic compounds such as ethanol, methyl chloride, methylene chloride, and acetylene. Methane gas was discovered by Italian scientist Alessandro Volta between 1776 and 1778 while he was studying the gases found in marshy land. Scientists in NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center jumped at a proposal by Toro Energy to reduce energy use in an environmentally sound manner without increasing operating expenses. Toro proposed to pipe landfill gas, that's LFG, from a nearby landfill to use as fuel. Next we shall see biogas plant. Animal dung, dry leaves, wet garbage get decomposed by anaerobic microbes in a biogas plant. This produces methane gas, also called biogas. Biogas is a very cheap fuel option which meets the demand for cooking gas. It is also used for production of an electricity. Biogas contains about 55% to 60% methane and the rest is carbon dioxide. Biogas is a fuel which is convenient to use and in addition to this, a very good manure is also produced as a side product of the process. Production of biogas is an anaerobic process. It takes place in two stages. In the first stage, the microbes act on the biodegradable complex organic compound and produce organic acids. The second stage, wherein the methanogenic bacteria act on the organic acids to produce methane gas. Hopes children, you have